timing, 6-minute rune, your 7-minute rune, 8-minute rune, you know, those end up being really consequential here. A lot more than they, a lot of the times, don't they? As we see Tim's already getting this deep ward planted in,
Yeah.
as you fully expect.
Classic Nature's Prophet level 1 play.
Little,
It's pretty
little
annoying.
chat.
It's kind of hard to, you know, anticipate where he's gonna ward. There's just so many places that you could go to, and it potentially would set up a first build here. I mean, if they can get a Centaur Storm with a Frostbite, I mean, there's a chance that they can actually kill somebody here.
Oh, I've never seen that spot to check for a ward, but that's pretty smart too.
Yeah, he just runs under there. And
Just run under the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same thing as in mid lane, except you can just do it there. Oh, nice. It's a pretty clutch D ward, and it's gonna. Whose ward was that? That was a Dire ward, wasn't it? No, it was a Radiant.
a Radiant ward.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of just the small little things, you know, trying to get the most out of the early game, killing the vision.
No, that's a big deal. It's gonna make contesting the small camp pulls far easier.
Yeah, I'm actually glad that you brought it up. Whenever I play Radiant on the safe lane, right, I feel like whenever I had that ward, it just helps me a lot, because compared to the Dire safe lane, it's a lot further away for the pool, right? So it's hard. It's
Right.
easier for the Dire safe lane to actually contest as a support. But on the Radiant side, you need a ward, ideally.
I agree. I think having that support ward for yourself is going to be really handy here. As Wilmy just kind of runs into 4, and that's first blood for Abed. That's certainly not how you want to start things here if you're MAG.
Yeah.
We'll call him MAG, shall we? If they have any gaming ID.
I mean, you're the boss, you know. I'm just your follower. I follow you around. If you want to get some nasi lemak, I follow you around.
Yes, we go to Burong Hantu after we finish up, okay? On Sunday. Very good. It's very good. I promise.
Sure. I'll come pick you up.
Not sponsored, but very tasty here. All right, mid lane Invoker versus this Pangolier. You know, I saw a build yesterday in one of my ranked pubs where an Invoker went Aether Lens E-Blade. I'm fully not expecting that build to ever pop off. It did nothing.
First item Aether Lens.
It was awful. But I'm wondering if we're going to go ahead and see that pretty typical buildup of that Spirit Vessel here on the Quas Wex Invoker, presumably.
This game, I mean, Vessel is kind of still useful. This game, I feel like you're gonna need to be very fat on this Invoker. Need to deal with the Terrorblade later, because late game Invoker is kind of the only solution, right? The rest of your heroes don't really deal with Terrorblade very well. I mean, just looking at the sidelines, at least you can see the power of the Tiny plus Hoodwink with the Acorn shot and 3 grab.
Oh, the wall. Oh, bit off a bit more than he could chew, though. Maiden is definitely still
I blame myself. I cursed the lane.
Oh, another blood grenade. Tim's coming in. Oh, come on. Winter, how could you? Paulos will take a bit of a bruise in here on the way on out, but really nothing is going to change the outcome of that. Lovely TP in from Tim's to secure 2 kills in the lane.
Come on, they were doing well before that. They were literally doing well.
Oh, watch out. Paulos, he's got so much armor. Oh, he's got so much armor. He's just fine and dandy. Oh, man. I mean, the good news is they have kept this TB pretty far away from any creeps. The bad news is that they've already died 3 times.
Well, the TB is out of regen. I guess he has 1 tangle left from CM. He needs to wait for the courier to arrive, so he has to play a little bit more defensive. Yeah, I mean, overall, it sucks to give up the kills, but at least they're getting something, you know. The TB is forced to buy some regen. I mean, CM is not exactly the best hero at, you know, babysitting the Terrorblade in the lane.
It's something. It's something.
Yeah,
a down bottom here seems to be pretty easy for Gabby, not going to lie. I think part of this is to do with the D ward, you know, making things a lot easier. Another part of this is that it's a Weaver support Winter. So the minus armor here potential is immense, right? If they do end up getting a meld strike onto Gabby with the swarm.
Yep.
It's just, you know, a matter of controlling the creeps.
I mean,
here.
this lane gets better when they get more levels on the Weaver and TA. Right now, it's still fine, you know, like you said, for the Centaur with the double ring of protection. He's able to hold his ground, and once he gets the helm, the lane should be pretty stable. Oh, Nature's Prophet trying to kill a courier here. Decides not to do it.
Not yet. It's only got a healing salve on it, which, you know, can always make a little bit of a difference in these lanes.
He's thinking of pressuring mid because the Invoker is very low. That's why he cancelled his TP. Yeah, does he have a dust? No dust. But yeah, I mean, Invoker is not really having a good time thanks to Pango having the first bird initially.
Yeah, right. That's proven to be a bit of an issue here, to say the least. Ooh, and you can just kind of see that damage ever since Invoker got reworked on these orbs, right? Now you're looking at spell lifesteal instead of just straight up stats or just regeneration, right, on these quast orbs, for example. So ended up really taking a lot of laning presence out of this hero. All the same, I still never... Well, you barely see the Invokers as there's going to be the TP and then trying for this damage, but Invoker's still just a bit too much
It's
here.
still very annoying, forcing out the Ghost Walk there, expanding mana for it. It's not nice, you know, for the Invoker. Now he has to come up with the Ghost Walk. Can't see in Ghost Walk for regen, just needs to last hit. So this is not looking good, you know, like for the Invoker.
Well, you can see Abed just eager to continue denying under tower here, basically,
Yeah,
which is...
he's just electing not to come out, you know, just to abuse the regen.
Yeah, he just wanted the regen, and well, there goes all the seconds of not hitting creeps under your tower, basically, right there in one swashbuckle. So things looking very difficult in the mid lane. Top lane's not looking... well, it is looking better here, actually, for Myth Avenue Gaming, as they do pick up a kill onto Carlo. Pretty close to this one on Apollos. They had the Swarm Beetle on him. Womi has level 2 Avalanche. They've got one creep to dive this tower. He's so close to going down, as they will really consider and commit for this dive. Up to the high ground, the Avalanche thrown out, just barely enough for the kill now, as Womi will die. Goes down to Tim's in exchange for the kill into the carry.
Yeah, Tim's is like, thank you very much. That's 3 levels for me. So he's happy about it. Did he rush and earn? What did he buy? Oh, he didn't buy anything yet. Let's go for boots.
Yeah, just the early boots. Poda is about to pick up his Urn of Shadows here mid lane. As you can see, he's just constantly bullied. Does manage to actually catch Abed here, perhaps.
Mid.
No, he's fine.
Womi actually TP'd mid. Oh,
I thought they were going to be able to catch him here. Let's see if Abed wants to play aggressively. I don't believe they've scouted
level
the
6.
Tiny.
He wants level
Action
6.
bottom, though, as they are just making a jump quickly onto the Templar Assassin. But with the refraction charges, she manages to get herself out of that trouble.
Yeah, they're going to need a blood grenade to go through all this refraction.
Well, they really want to consider it, but now Abed's up to level 6, and I just don't see you killing him here anymore.
Yeah, 6-minute rune. Your favorite time of the game?
My favorite time to see the first rune. Will it be the new and improved
amplified
augmented damage? No, yeah, that's right, amplified damage rune. No, it's just the same old regen rune there. Into the bottle for Abed.
Top lane?
Yeah, they're trying on Apollos. Let's see what they can find here. Yeah, tossed into that little creep wave as they did interrupt the pull. Blood grenade. But again, there's just so much armor on this hero. They're going to really try, though. Swarm committed. That'll tank a few tower shots here for them. The Acorn shot, not enough, as the stick charges do come out. Now, Blacklist looking to try and turn here, as they do catch that frostbite onto Womi. Tim's dying, though, just to the TP in from Tim's.
Yeah, didn't have his boots in his inventory. It was in his backpack. So kind of cost him his death there. Unlucky. So 7-minute wisdom rune. At least the nature's prophet already used his TP, so he can't steal your wisdom rune. The nightmare in my games, you know, MP coming and stealing my wisdom rune. Should be one apiece, I guess. Yep, one apiece.
Yep, it should be. So, you know, a rough start here for MAG, but, you know, could be going, yeah, it could be going better. Mid is really starting to suffer here, and here comes Abed ready to rotate. This is a level 4 Tiny, that physical spell damage. Yeah, making very quick work of the 1 armor Tiny now underneath his tier 1 tower, as down he goes.
Oh boy, his Tiny has no game right now. He's basically like a support now. With the catapult wave, he's gonna do a lot of damage. Here comes Porta. Invoker's making a rotation.
Flappy, though, is going to get caught underneath the Sentry Ward. That's another very easy kill for Abed. And although they do manage to get rid of the cart here, Winter, they may just commit for the push anyway. They're giving it a go, actually, as they'll dive as 3 underneath the tier 1 tower. Poda is going to be in for some trouble now as they rush in on him with the Stampede buff. Poda invis in the Ghost Walk, but the detection, it's all here and ready for him. That's 3 kills right now for Abed in this top lane. Maybe they get the tower as well. This is not what they were hoping for with this kind of a lineup.
This is terrible for MAG. I mean, Blacklist is just totally dominating the map with the Pango with the first blood. Nature's Prophet TPing around. And this is It's what Albert wants in the game. Just rotating around, destabilizing the side lanes, picking up every rune. So it's a regen, and now there's an illusion rune. And MP is coming in again, it seems. Has a sentry bot.
Yep. But this time, Poto able to escape.
Yeah, just a lot of pressure. You know, like the Invoker doesn't really have a lot of net worth because of the Nature's Prophet poking in and out constantly. I mean, this Invoker is dirt poor right now.
Life is not good for a lot of these heroes, really. Yep. I mean, the TA at least getting out of the lane with some farm, but the problem is your playmakers, being this Invoker and Tiny, are just so far behind the 8-ball now that it's doable. It's doable, but it's just going to be mighty difficult here, Winter.
Yeah, TA, even if you have like a good start, you kind of also need your team to, you know, play around you. And if they are not having any laning phase at all, it means that the TA is going to have to play alone, and you can't do anything alone. I mean, you can clear stacks, ancients, but you can't really take fights without your teammates, you know, being present in the game. So the TA has to figure out which fights he has to come to help the Invoker, especially. I think he needs to figure out when they pressure the Invoker the next time, he needs to make sure he can TP in to relieve some of the pressure.
Yeah, that'd be good. Poto, at least, you know, he's collected his own ashes in his urn, right? So he has some playmaking potential here.
He actually just got there from his own death.
Yeah, he died. He died top, and now he's got urn charges, you know? Tactical. There's a tactical death there. I mean, he needs something, right? They need something to get going here.
Haste rune. He needs to deny the haste rune.
No chance, I think, here. Yeah, even the Bushwhack Acorn shot didn't connect. Abed, he's about to finish up his Diffusal Blade. Just, well, actually 400 gold. I always forget how expensive that piece of paper is. Top lane, Palos! Okay. That's a pretty big kill here for Myth Avenue Gaming. A big one there. This Blacklist will lose their carry for free.
Wait, how did they just kill him with Stun Toss? I guess.
They killed him with Abatos and a little bit of that Sakuchi damage. Cutting through the armor with the Swarm ends up proving to be somewhat effective here, actually.
Yeah, that's a pretty big kill for them. Something that they need desperately right now, so they are able to
really
use
good TP out.
Yeah,
really good TP out by this TA.
Going for the Ancients right now. Safe haven for him. Time to give your support that XP. Clear the stack. Don't want the enemy doing it.
Yeah, and honestly, just waste the time of Abed and Carlo. This is not a kind of game, Winter, where you can really afford any more deaths here, right? As Floppy, he's going to end up running into some enemies. There's going to be the Dust. They are in range of the Frostbite. Time-lapse is out. Okay, continuing to burn a bit of time, but Tim's completing his TP on in. We'll see. This is pretty good space created, honestly, Winter, as the Sprout does not connect. Flappy hiding in these trees, basically out of resources now, is going to die eventually.
I mean, Gabby, in the meantime, also took the tower at bot, so I'm not sure how much space the Weaver actually created. I mean, sure, you know, his teammates, they're farming Ancients on the TA. But apart from that, I don't really see a lot of exchanges. So.
I see an Invoker continuing to stabilize his own game in the mid. I think that's actually really important for him. This is a hero who... he just can't fall behind in levels and experience, right? And without the Midas online, you know, if he can't farm and he's not going to fight, he's just going to do nothing all game.
You know, he needs OT to get all his net worth, you know, overtime, you know, and he's going to need a lot of overtime here on this Invoker farming.
He needs his overtime holiday pay. The Lul able to TP away before Abed can even find him with the Rolling Thunder, so Abed's going to go ahead and save that for another day. I think this is, look, it's not great, right? We've talked about this concept where it's hard to farm your way back into, you know, early deficits especially, because the opponents are just going to continue to outfarm and outscale you a bit faster, right? Because they have got a better start.
Yeah, because if you are farming, the enemy is also farming.
Of course. And with their net worth advantage, with these kinds of heroes, they're going to be able to kind of outfarm you with the notable exception of this Templar, right?
If you talk about farming, look at the Centaur. He has 4 points in Retaliate. This is like the greediest possible build you can go for him.
And he's actually, I mean, look how well it's paid off for him, though, as we can just focus on this for a minute. He's about to finish up this new Shiva's Guard, right? Excellent item for this kind of a hero into this Blink Dagger. He's big. He is very big.
Yeah, he's the richest hero on his team. Yeah, no thanks to this skill build.
And that's a good point. The entire reason I was bringing up, like, sure, even though it's not the most impressive death there from the Weaver, it's still given his team time to stabilize the game, to calm down in a game 1 situation. this team, MAG, they just were playing yesterday, Winter, to qualify here. They're the last team to qualify into the closed qualifier. So this is first seed versus 8th seed. And, you know, they just needed to maybe, you know, it's the first game, right? It's the warm-up game. Warm-up laning stage.
You are
know,
supposed to play the warm-up before this game. All right,
hold on. All right. But look at
NP.
this. They're going to be able to catch Tims. That's going to be a pretty nice kill for them. Stampede. No way. He certainly dies to Vessel, right? Yeah, okay. That's pretty huge. However, what will they lose as a result? So far, just the lull, as Abe is going to be able to pick him off, has the defusal online, so tons of damage there.
They have Blink
and
on
the
Tiny.
bad news from that Stampede, though, Winter, was that he died outside of Vessel range, so this is an empty Vessel now for Poda.
So time to feed together.
And here he goes. The smoke just in time.
I mean, they have Dagger on the Tiny right now, so maybe they can make something happen right now. It's going to TP to mid.
Yeah, they have the amplified damage rune now online for Poda as Tims.
Gabby.
Oh, and Gabby actually looking to connect here. Can they actually find a kill? Seems a bit hopeful. Abed now Rolling Thunder is going to be denied there by that little cliff. That's going to force Gabby to die here. A nice Ava blink in there.
Almost
by
1,000 gold on that kill. 900 gold. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
huge.
big. I mean, they still lose that tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
Yeah.
But now, MAG reinvigorated here after a couple of key kills. Carlo, he might just go down next as Womi blinking after Abed wants this big kill. Avalanche into the Sunstrike. It's an early level Sunstrike. Not too much damage, so instead they're going to have to settle for the kill onto the Maiden.
That's a pretty decent amount of damage right now on the lower level Sunstrikes. Level 1 is like 200. Actually, it's not something to be trifled with, but
that's true.
Yeah, but you see the Centaur dying mostly to magic damage. He has a lot of armor, but he has no shroud, no magic resist, so he died to basically the stun toss combo from the Tiny. So he has to be more careful at running up high grounds in the future. I mean, Porta's gonna find Gabby here. But
no, Tim's already pinged the ward here. They know where this observer is, so I'd be surprised. Although if they continue this run, maybe they catch Palos here. Could be something here top lane as he's farming just very casually underneath his tier 1 tower.
I mean,
you know, Tiny had such a bad
start
to the
very
game.
dangerous position.
Oh, they have the gate active. Another second.
So close.
Yeah, he's through the gate. That was close. They're going to give chase, though. There's an observer down bottom now, actually, for the side of Blacklist. But not where Palos is standing. Stun is going to connect as well with the blink on in. He is tanky, but I just don't think they have enough time to get off the Sunder. Really close, but no cigar there. What's it going to... Actually, this still looks like a pretty decent fight for MAG. Reinforcements are quickly coming on in as Abed just unable to find a really good Rolling Thunder here. Seems like they finally catch up to Womi, but Carlo forced to stop the freezing field. Centaur's in now as well, as there's going to be the Frostbite. Oh, into the stun onto Poda. The damage coming through. Oh no, could not get off the Ghost Walk in time. He's going to end up dropping. A 3-for-2 trade, though, still does end up making this favorable for MAG, however. I have to say that's probably still, you know, I mean, sure, it's 2 cores, but you do find a kill onto the TB again.
Yeah, I think the TB kind of made a mistake there. He should have actually popped his stick charges before trying to get the Sunder off. And that kind of cost him his life. Felt like he probably would have been able to Sunder and just live and just totally win the team fight there if he actually got the stick off. But unfortunate. Tried to get the Sunder off and just couldn't get it before he died. And right now, he's not in a very, very good spot, you know, in terms of economy-wise. But, you know, he's a Terrorblade. You know, he still farms really, really quickly. But ideally, he's a lot further ahead than the TA, you know, considering the start of the game. And CJ has, what did he get? Dragonlance and
Deso. Dragonlance, Deso, Blink, and 1,000 gold. I mean... This is kind of what we needed to see, right? This blink initiation on the Tiny. You know, finally he does get this item online. It's looking pretty good. And in fact, look how aggressive he is going to be onto Abed here as the Sunstrike's coming in. Oh my goodness, they actually nearly find a kill, force out the Stampede. That's not bad at all here. This is a team with a lot more fight in them, a lot more than I certainly thought they would after the laning stages. Even the time lapse is going to be able to juke out Gabby.
Yeah, I bet needs to be very, very careful here if he gets hit by another trap, you know. He's waiting for the rune. He's going to get an Invis rune, refill his bottle. Still wants to rock and roll, you know, with his Rolling Thunder here. Looking to go top, protect Palos. Palos has been pressured by the opponents the last couple of fights, so they're trying to give him some assistance here, give him a helping hand, you know?
Yep. Setting up a little bit of vision now on the high ground as they do look to go fighting underneath this tier 1 tower. Reinforcements in time, though, from Myth Avenue Gaming, but they might not expect Blacklist from behind as the smoke does break, but it's this Ghostwalked Invoker that is going to be able to avoid the initiation here.
Yep.
Pretty good job, but there's still a threat of a backstab here. We'll see. Blacklist, they will cross the narrow bridge. One by one they go as they head into battle here across the Lotus Pool.
This is going to be huge.
This is going to determine, I think, a lot of the game. Gabby, he's got a Shiva's Guard in 8 more seconds, but there's the jump in. Gabby didn't connect on the stun. Womi, though, is hit by the Abed drive-by as CJ still in for some trouble. Abed still finding the right kind of bounces. No more refraction for the TA, so she will drop. They've only managed to find the Maiden as Palos surviving with the Sunder.
Stampede.
Flappy doing what he can here, but the Stampede's going to make this very difficult to disengage from, especially even with that ice wall from Poda. He's still going to drop. Flappy doing what he can, but he is merely a Weaver with a Solar Crest. TA traps at least assisting him so that he doesn't die as easily, but full retreat mode now for MAG as Blacklist continue to chase. Gabby thinking about blinking on it and does. Finds himself at least the Weaver who has no time lapse and therefore is easily killed off. A blink away from the Tiny at least as the Solar Crest allows him to ignore all that physical damage. That was pretty clutch, I have to say, from the Weaver in his dying moments.
Yeah, losing the TA still, you know, definitely not very ideal there in that fight. They would love to actually, you know, maybe get a clean pick off, get Roshan there, you know, the TA invested into the shot, you know, so you really want to win team fights when you get the shot. Delaying his dagger, so this is going to put TA in a very bad spot in the next fight. They have to try to find a way to get Roshan right now. Like, CJ really needs the Aegis.
Oda might be in for a little bit of a dangerous moment here.
Here comes the Weaver.
Actually, Flappy, they just barely whiff on that Sunstrike. Carlo, he might be able to make it out alive. Doesn't seem like it. In fact, the Tornado does catch Abed. Bushwhack not in time, and the toss cannot reach the Pangolier before he rolls away.
Space for Terrorblade. This is the true space, you know. The enemy team brought 5 heroes to bottom. You know, Terrorblade just eats up the whole map and possibly even the Wisdom.
Only the 4. CJ's still farming in the jungle and has yet to wet his Desolator yet. Still needs some of those damage stacks, but Wisdom Rune time, and I think it's going to be 2 Wisdom Runes easily here for Blacklist.
Yeah, yep. This is not good for Team MAG. Still, they have to try to find a way to get the Rosh. Rosh is bottom right now. Daytime Rosh. They're definitely considering it, you know. They can't afford to let Blacklist get their hands on the Aegis. If they can actually get the Aegis, maybe they can still have a chance to turn the game around, you know. But if Blacklist gets the Aegis, then the game is going to be looking pretty doomed and dire for...
It's going to be, yeah, pretty difficult. Especially because, I mean, you look at some of the items that they've picked up, right? Tim's has a bloody Ag Scepter, so he is not... That's not like a modified Ag Scepter. It's just an Ag Scepter with you know, emphasis on it.
He's an initiating hero right now.
He's going to farm. And he's going to farm, right?
Yeah, I mean, and every nature's prophet dreaming. Oh, sorry, I was just trying to get... And I get a jump in the mid lane. I took your creeps. I apologize, you know. But deep down in your heart, you're like, yeah, that was my creeps from the beginning.
Pretty much. And, well, maybe for Blacklist, this was their Roche from the beginning, as Palos is going to kick things off here. Does not have this Eye of Scotty online quite yet, but I just don't think MAG are going to be able to contest this in time. But the scan's going to complete. It's not the fastest Roche, but also Blacklist aren't really having too much trouble with it. It's an important
Roche, you know?
Yeah, Tim's is going to go down, but this is a very valuable space. In fact, Gabby's going to TP on over for this. While they finish up the Roche, he is too tanky. Counter initiation.
Oh, Womi?
Could be coming as Womi so aggressive. Picks up the kill at the very least. Roche is still being finished off. Now the Sunstrike does snipe it.
Wow.
So at least they get the bounty. That's something.
That's actually huge. Oh, that was pretty good for the Invoker, for sure. A little bit of luck. But in a situation like this, you're going to need all the luck you can get, you know. Alright, TA has his Blink working on BKB next. She has the Global, so she packs a punch right now. Still wanting to get some charges for that Desolator.
She Does pack a punch, but yeah, probably needs a BKB to be able to stand her ground as Palos. Okay, cheeky little meld incoming, I suspect, but I don't really think they can actually, kill him twice, least of all once, especially after a little nice Manta dodge there.
She's gonna need the level 20 talent, the Dispel talent to deal with the reflection and the frostbite. You know, all this annoying small little disables in the team fight.
Seems like MAG are not going to really contest these first couple of towers, trying to farm their way
They're dodging
around
the
map. Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense.
Invoker needs, okay, ideally what does he need? He's gonna need Octarine Core, he's gonna need BKB, he's gonna need Refresher, right? And maybe a Hex. I think once you get to those items and you get a level 20 talent, the extra Meteor, that's when Invoker becomes a totally different beast.
It's a good effort. I respect that. On the Sharpshooter Sunstrike. Didn't quite work out, but, you know, could have really.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're still thinking very clearly. They're still actively trying to set up kills, you know, whenever they can. And Blacklist right now, with the smoke, they're trying to kick the enemy team out their Ancients. So maybe they're going to get a quick pick off here.
It seems like just one on the Flappy. It's something. It's something.
Okay. It's okay.
CJ.
Good trade if he actually gets the...
He had it calculated. He switched over to the strength treads and everything. He had it.
Yeah, I mean, all these TA players, you know. If it ain't close to dying, it ain't playing TA.
True. Same thing as Morphling, right?
True.
All right, so that's going to be the second shard that they have as they steal the enemy's Tormentors. First one was onto the Weaver, which, you know, on a support Weaver, I don't want to say it's useless. It can help him
come
cut
on,
waves.
it's kind of useless.
yeah, look, if he just gets like a casual Crystallis or something like that, you know.
And, you know, get a Daedalus, you know.
If Puppy can get a Crystallis, so can Flappy, okay? So can Flappy.
A man can dream.
A man can dream, but it can help him cut waves. I don't know how realistic it is, but we've seen it before on offlane Weavers. And then this you know, tree volley one, or sorry, the tree grab, it's whatever on the tiny. In fact, are any of these shards really that crazy? Hunter's Boomerang is pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I think this EMP one is what they were hoping for realistically, but we'll see. 50-50 chance on the next Tormentor. We'll see if they
got Flappy.
Take it.
Run, Flappy.
Time lapse away is going to be saved by the Tornado and his own time lapse. Space.
Yep, Space. Once again, Flappy, the Space Creator.
They almost killed Palos mid. Look at this, is Sunstrike. Oh, no. Uh-oh, in comes the Thunder. Oh, good silence. Good silence.
Manta.
Careful here. Womi, the toss.
Nice.
Okay, that's the Aegis complete. I think Tim's is like, bro, what's going on here? Another Rod of Atos as Womi cancels the TP of the NP. Tree thrown after him actually finds the kill here onto the Nature's Prophet. But in comes now the rest of Blacklist, and they're coming in with force and strength, overwhelming Flappy as he goes down yet again now on the Weaver. Only his fifth death this game.
Flappy is the man of the hour right now for his team. He's just doing so much work. Everybody's like, okay, keep it up, Flappy. You know, I just need another 5 minutes of farm. I just need some more time.
Getting the job done, man. And with this Invoker about to finish off BKB. Uh-oh, who's this? The Lol? Being chased after. Gabby going hunting for a squirrel. Finds a squirrel. Scurrying into the trees. Nice sharpshooter to get up to the high ground.
Wow.
Gabby, he's just so annoyed. And there's the TP out in time. Very well done. Space created right here.
Yes. I'm afraid this is going to be very annoying for Blacklist at the moment. They're going to need like... Oh, is anyone buying an extra catch, or Centaur being the main catch, right? If they're doing this, Centaur has to kind of deal with them. Has a Shroud completed, so pretty hard to kill now.
I think Tim's will probably build into the Gleipnir, but that's still a little bit far away, to be honest.
Gleipnir? I was thinking more about Hex, but yeah, I mean, Gleipnir is kind of nice because you have the Maelstrom to farm.
Yep.
But I would say Hex is the more reliable lockdown. I think it's better to get a Hex at this point.
Uh-oh, Flappy. Once again, being a bit annoying.
If you have Gleipnir, you can't kill Flappy, you know, you need a Hex. He's flapping around in your face.
Yeah, that's a good point. But you can't farm with a Hex, Winter.
Come on, he's nature's prophet. Stop giving me that excuses.
What do
Ain't
you
no
mean?
nature's prophet saying, "Oh, I can't
He
farm on
needs
nature's prophet."
Maelstrom. Listen, if he has Mjolnir MKB, he probably kills him, you know, with a couple of right clicks.
Yeah, but
That's a good build.
it's not his job to kill.
Yes,
his
yes,
job
I
is to
know.
set up.
Look at him. Look at him go, man. This guy, very annoying. Ooh, seems like they scouted him for a second. The call, yeah, I think here could be Flappy in for some trouble as Gabby's going to whiff there on the initial
Flappy escapes
stun.
again.
No, he still has the hoof stomp. And with Palos now closing the door from behind, Flappy, he has no way out. This time he is killed. But look at 4 heroes here to kill him.
Yeah, I'm just a Weaver support, guys. Please. Now they're going from the gate. Trying to backstab CJ. Finally. Here comes the roll. The
Yep,
TA.
Abed. He knows where they're running to. CJ.
Whoa.
Oh, he was just out of vision. He's got BKB anyway,
was
but
so
obviously they were
unlucky.
hoping not to use it.
I was so unlucky. I mean, I see a gem. Somebody have a gem?
Yeah. I think it's on Blacklist. Ought to be.
Oh, Santo. Yep, Gabby. I mean, they have to deal with this pesky split pushing by the Invoker, the Weaver, the TA, and everything.
Oh, they're going to try mid? No way. With the tree volley into the Sunstrike, Sharpshooter, that's not enough damage, is it? The Avatos? Nope, not good enough. Looks like, I think Gabby jumped in the way of that Sharpshooter. Get down, Mr. President. For Gabby, well done. Fell on the arrow.
The Tiny did 1.5k damage there. Scary, you know, this Tiny is getting... Wait till he gets... Wait till he
That
gets
might have been enough, huh? It's pretty close. This is a very tanky Palos now, though. I have to say.
I think even if the Sharpshooter lands, maybe he's still fine. Maybe, you know, it would have been really, really close.
Would have been, what, 2,200 damage? Yeah, I think he would have been just fine there. Even if, I mean, yeah, nah, it's just not happening there. You probably need a little bit more. Oh, Stampede. Yeah,
you
this time the little...
squirrel.
Where are you going?
Go down the sewer.
You ever see Caddyshack?
No? Tell me
It's this
more.
movie where they, it's a golf course where they have to kill a bunch of gophers, and the guy goes crazy, you know, killing these gophers. So he puts like TNT into the gopher holes and stuff like that.
I mean,
Yeah, it's like a...
The only thing I heard about people hunting in the golf courses are those alligators running around. Or crocodiles, you know. Sometimes you see them on the course.
No, that's the mid-course snack, though.
Oh, that's the appetizer, right?
Yeah.
Have you actually had alligator meat?
Yeah, of course.
Tastes like
Gabby,
chicken.
careful. Gabby, jumping onto CJ, who does get the blink
Still
away.
BKB.
This is very
wanna
troublesome,
use
though, for
BKB.
the side of MAG. Okay, BKB pop, but trapped inside the Sprout, has the Quelling, just choosing to TP out, and I think that's the right move. Unfortunately, it does yield this Roshan now for Blacklist, and this is going to be one that I don't think they can really afford to give away. I mean, we said that about the first one, but I really don't think they can give this one away.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, they don't really have much of a choice right now. So, going into the late game, your hopes are going to be on this Invoker, and I would say the Tiny, you know, the T is not even a carry at this point. He's more about...
Tiny's got Ag, so...
I mean, it's... I guess you get a Silver Edge or Daedalus right now. You need to just boost your damage up. Is he getting... What is he getting? Is he getting like a crit? Not yet. He's not buying anything yet. But I definitely feel like he's going to need to be the majority of the damage, physical damage on his team at some point. I mean, the TA is not going to have enough.
And she needs this MKB. She'll probably get it here. We'll see how aggressively Blacklist want to push, but the MKB is about 1,000 gold away from being completed. And with the Butterfly, you know, that's you just have to have one. There's going to be a quick kill onto Delol. As decent damage, nearly nuking the wave there.
High ground. This is worrisome. They are going to have to spam some spells, but Terrible still has Aegis.
Yep. Flappy's on his way to the bottom lane to try and cut here. They do force a TP back, but it's only Tim, so not too meaningful. And the bot tower, I mean, it's going down faster than you can say Myth Avenue game in Indonesia.
Good one, Richie. Very nice.
Got you. Yoinked that last hit.
Banner creeps. All these are the banner creeps. Big creeps, you know, coming in from the Dire team.
Oh yeah, the Roche banner. Yeah, these are tanky lads. Very true.
They're similar to mega creeps, right?
Yeah, they're pretty close, actually. I think Megas have more armor, but as far as their HP and damage goes, yes. Okay, little catch onto Abed there. Uh-oh, the Hex, the Scythe of Vice now onto Womi. Abed going in for the follow-up damage. The Blink still on cooldown. Womi with a casual Crystallis here. He's still going to end up dying. Down he goes, does not have the buyback. Palos with the Stampede.
Flappy
Thought about chasing, really diving into the fountain. That's not happening as from behind, Flappy
No
with
mana.
the Force Staff trying to escape. The Sunder, Abed giving chase, another Hex, and yeah, down he goes. That's the Scythe of Gabby. Just doing way too much here. And in fact, he's got the shard. Look how tanky this lad is.
Yeah, the guy's like, oh, my MP is not buying Hex. Never mind, let me do it.
Yeah, he bought Gleipnir, man. And he's killed for that. As actually TA, CJ, trying to fight into this one. Oh, Gabby's just so tanky, though. How the heck are you going to kill this guy? There's just not enough damage on this TA right now. Even with the MKB. Has a BKB. Is not spooked into popping it there. As Abed burning a lot of the mana now with the Disperser. As out comes the BKB. Flappy this time scythed a second time, but they do manage to get the Aegis out from underneath Palos. He does not have meta when he respawns as the Tornado. I don't know if that was meant to catch him here. He's going to be a bit too early. He gets off the high ground. Down bottom, Abed is going to be able to blink away from the Swarm Beetles. Sunstrike, almost catching him. It's a hold. It's costly. They do lose bot lane and the mid melee racks, but it is still a hold. It's kind of like a plane crash, you know, Winter. Any crash you can walk away from is a good landing. Any base defense you can continue fighting from, you know, it's a good base defense, isn't it?
Yeah, but sometimes you have to pay too much taxes to do that, you know. So eventually you're gonna run out of resources. And at this point, I think they have to try to make something happen with this Invoker. And
Very
Tiny.
good blink out by Gabby, who's got the ward up there. Abed, oh, he's actually managed to clip CJ, who had a blink dagger anyway, so it's fine. He got back down to the low ground. Abed taking a bit of damage here, actually, but the stuns now onto CJ. The stuns, it's too much. BKB on cooldown for 20 seconds. No buyback now on the Templar Assassin as the Stampede easily gets Abed away from danger. Flappy, again, another time lapse on out, is trying to live here, but yeah, there's just no way out for him. Dead for just as long as the Templar Assassin now. No buyback on either of those heroes for a minute and 10 seconds, Winter. This could very well be basically the game. If not, I mean, at least Mega's here, I would suspect. All the waves being pushed in. This banner still alive.
Yeah, it's like the curtains on the opera closing down, you know, on MAG. Not much they can do, you know, but think about what can they do better next game, you know, what went wrong this game. This the laning phase went too poorly for them overall. Minus TB is just too difficult to deal with.
Jumping out from Gabby, stomping onto Womi. Womi, he's got no defensive items, so if he's ever jumped like that, he's just very easily killed off. Now, 2 cores, only 1 core. Yeah, I mean, they're just going to call it. 1-0 lead then for the side of Blacklist as they take game 1 fairly easily. Very good job. I mean, honestly, MAG with a decent comeback there out of the laning stage. I certainly thought that game was going to be a bit more one-sided than we actually ended up seeing. But, you know, still, you just can't really get your lanes off.